Good morning and welcome back to the Isle of Mull and Travel Trolls TV. We had someone else knocking on us, well, trying to get our attention last night whilst we were in bed. Probably to try and move us on, but we just ignored it this time and they went away.
Look at all the sheep on there.
Look at all them sheep. Yeah, there's sheep everywhere along this this particular stretch of road. We've just passed a film crew. They were filming just off a little jetty. Don't know if it was the BBC or whoever, I don't know, but very professional looking. About 10 vans and loads of people around. It looked pretty special. And we're trying to get somewhere this morning called, what's it called, Mazzy?
I can't remember.
Tragedy Rock.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
Tragedy Rock. There's a really interesting story about a rock. But I've got a feeling we're not going to be able to stop the van. I can't see anywhere on the map where we can actually park to have a good look at it, but hopefully we can still see it from the road and get some pictures for you. So let's go. It's round this beautiful corner, another 3.7 miles, and I'm hoping we're going to get some very nice views. Are you ready, Mazzy?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Another day on Mull. Jesus. Too many sheep. Jesus. Oh my God. I haven't got any food.
Oh no! Babe, what have you done? They're not moving.
Come on out of the way.
Hello? Bibbum. Oh my God.
Come here. Come here, come on. Come on over, come here, come on. Come on over, oh you ignorant gits. So let me tell you the story of Tragedy Rock. Now we've just driven on there. It's called Gribben Cliffs. Now the cliffs stand 1,000 feet up and they're dangerous. They're very dangerous. It's very dangerous just to drive on that road. We were coming across boulders and things on the road which must have fallen overnight. Very scary to drive on. I can imagine it's a very scary place to live, but there are houses at the bottom of there. Idiots are actually building houses underneath the cliffs, even though there's this tragic tale which I'm going to tell you now. So we couldn't park where we wanted to park to have a good look round, so I drove past and Mazzy jumped out and she took some pictures of Tragedy Rock. So what happened, it was in the about 1700, there was a guy called John who was a shepherd. He used to live on the Isle of Arade, I think it's pronounced. And he came over here to be a shepherd and marry Rona. He fancied the pants off Rona. She was a blacksmith's daughter and she lived on the Isle of Mull. So he came over here to be a shepherd and marry her. And they did get married. They got married. They had a nice little cottage built just at the bottom of the Gribben Cliffs. And across from the house is where they had the wedding and the wedding ceremony and things. And it was a really good day. There was a big storm, a really bad storm. It was really windy, it was really black clouds and rain coming down and all sorts. But it didn't spoil the day for them because they had one of them, you know, them easy to erect gazebos. They hired one of them for the day and it was sorted so they weren't getting wet. So they had pipers going, they were all drinking and dancing and getting merry, and it went on right into late in the night. And then the couple who'd just been married, John and Rona, sneaked off, went into the little house. They were all carrying on with the party. They sneaked off to their house for the night. Anyway, they're laying in bed doing bed things. Honestly, this house was rocking, proper rocking. I'm not going to tell you why, use your imaginations, there's children watching. The house was rocking, and because they were rocking the house so much, they disturbed the cliffs with all the rain and the storm and the thunder and them rocking the house. They dislodged a big stone from the top of the cliffs, and we're talking a big stone. It is massive, about the size of our motorhome, and it came straight off the top of the cliff and bang, right in the centre of their house. And you can just still see the house outline, you know, the stone walls around, and the Tragedy Rock, as it's known, or the Rock of the Courting Couple, that's also a name it's called, right in the middle. And obviously it killed them. They were in bed, not telling you what they were going to do, what they were doing in bed, because there's children watching, but you've got a good idea, haven't you, you adults? And last thing, just as they were getting really excited at being married and stuff, bang, dead instantly. Now, they were never found. They're still under the rock, or so people believe. They've never ever found that couple. Still under that rock. And you could still see, even up to like 2 centuries later, so like 1900, you could still see wood sticking out from the rock at all the sides, where the roof had caved in, and just wooden panels and things from the roof. And yeah, it's a really tragic, but apparently true story. Tragedy Rock. That's one place me and Mazzy really wanted to see, didn't we, Mazzy? Yeah. We just think the story is such a good story, so exciting, but so tragic. Tragedy Rock. So yeah, we've been there, done that. We're off to a castle now. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you! Faster, faster, faster!
That's mean. Are they cows? They are, yeah. Oh, they're tiny baby ones. I wasn't sure if they were horses. No, they're not, are they? Yeah, let's go. No, probably. Don't know. That's the trouble we've had on all these roads, isn't it, babe?
What, were you recording that?
Yeah. They're all single tracked, aren't they?
It's not even a single track, it's half of a track. It's literally the width of our van and about a foot.
Yeah.
So you just cannot take your eye off the road for a second, because, as I say, it's just a foot. And you just have to go off that tarmac bit and you're falling over.
Yeah.
It is just not suitable for us.
Although this road particularly is one that did have a caution anyway, wasn't it?
Did say this is an extra care needed road. If you're in a motorhome of this kind of size, you need to just stick to the main roads. I certainly wouldn't have come back down this road again if I had a choice. What on earth is that? Look at that! Look at its beak! Look how funny that thing is! Someone tell me what that is, that's really weird. It's like a magpie with a peg stuck on the end of its nose. Mazzy just had a guess at what it was. She says, it's not a pelican, is it? A pelican? A pelican?
No.
Did you get that?
I'm getting it.
That's a heron.
Is it?
2 herons.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful, my favourite birds.
Oh, they're lovely.
Go on, lad. Beautiful.
Look like what?
Pterodactyls.
They're dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know, they look a bit like pterodactyls.
And you just laughed at me for calling that a pelican.
Yeah, but I didn't say it is a pterodactyl. I said it looks a bit like a pterodactyl.
Okay.
You said, is that a pelican? Was it a pelican? Which it clearly wasn't a pelican. Right, a bit of advice from people, please. when we came over here, we scraped the bottom of the van on this bridge.
Yeah.
And I'm very scared about going back over it again. Is it best to go over them quick or very, very slowly?
I think slow. You think fast.
No, I don't think fast, but I don't think you should go as slow as you can.
Right, let's see if we're going to catch it.
Scrape it.
Oh! That made me jump. Good Lord.
I'm happy with that. It was only as bad as the scrape going the other way. I was worried it was going to be a proper problem. But this road is not suitable for 7.5 metre long vans. Simple. Why isn't there a sign saying that? Why don't they warn you of that?
Yeah.
Look at that for a beautiful view. It reminds me of Paramount Pictures. Can you remember that picture? It looks a bit like that.